Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel and to my kitchen. It is a vegan month, vegan vegetarian month of July, guys, and I decided I'm going to show you guys how to make a fast and easy macaroni and cheese using all vegetables, no cheese. So let's come on, ride my wagon if you want to see how me cook up this thing, you know. Come on, let's go. Watching. Okay guys, if you already here, still here, you might want to go ahead and hit subscribe, yeah, and you're gonna see all of what I'm gonna load up next. Okay, now let's get into our ingredients. You are going to need 1 cup of soy milk. If you don't have soy milk, you could use almond milk, rice milk and stuff. Okay guys, I'm going to also be using my macaroni. I'm going to use 2 cups of macaroni to this recipe. Based on how much people you're going to cook for, you might need. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of vegan butter, half a cup of applesauce, 2 tablespoons of mustard. I'm also going to add some parsley. I have dried parsley. I'm going to use half of it in the inside of it and half of it when I complete my. You're also going to need a tablespoon of paprika, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of garlic salt. Now if you're going to use garlic powder, you could use that, or fresh garlic, you can use it. Just be careful if you're going to add salt to garlic salt, alright? Otherwise you don't add no salt whatsoever to this recipe. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of black pepper. So let's talk about our vegetables that we are going to be using for this recipe. I have my sweet potato right there, and I'm using a large sweet potato. And I also have my pumpkin right here, and that is about ½ pound of pumpkin. And I have 2 large carrots that is chopped really big, because what we're going to do with that, we are going to boil our carrots. As a matter of fact, we're going to boil our vegetables. And guys, I want to give you a hint about your vegetable. When you boil your vegetables, do not throw away the liquid. You could put it in a closed container and freeze it. Put it in your freezer, because you're going to need it eventually for different recipes that you might need to use, or what I might need to show you. I'm not going to use the broth. That's called vegetable broth. So you're going to use that for different dishes. So don't throw it out, okay? So let's move on and get this recipe all together. Okay guys, so now that the pumpkin, the carrot and the sweet potato is cooked halfway through, you don't want to cook it all the way through, because remember you're going to put it into the oven, so you want to make sure it's halfway cooked. So you're going to go ahead and transfer this to your blender. So remember, like I told you before, do not throw out the broth from your vegetable, because you could use this for other recipes. Okay, you put it into your freezer and you freeze it. So let's move on. So okay guys, now that I have my vegetables inside of the blender, all I want to do now is go ahead and pour 1 cup of milk, and that is soy milk, in. And all I'm going to do is put my lid on and blend this away, and then we'll come back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, we are moving on to our next step. I have my macaroni here, and this is 2 cups of macaroni, which I have cooked halfway through. You do not want to overcook your macaroni, guys, because your macaroni will come out fla. So you go ahead and you just cook it halfway through. Now the next thing you want to do is go ahead and get your pumpkin and your carrots and stuff. You just want to pour it out on here And you want to make sure when you put it in the blender to blend it, you blend it until it's smooth and creamy, like a paste. That's how you want it to be. Okay, so that is pumpkin, carrots, and sweet potato. Okay, now you want to go ahead and you want to add your garlic salt. Then I'm going to add my cayenne pepper, a little bit of black pepper. Also going to add some parsley to that. Also going to add my paprika. I'm going to use half of my paprika because I want to use the half of it when I'm finished with the dish. And I'm also going to add my mustard. That's 2 tablespoons of mustard. Then I'm going to add my applesauce, 1 cup. This is going to substitute for the eggs because you know you're not putting eggs in here. And then I'm going to go in and add my 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. And that is all you need to put in here, guys. All you want to go ahead and do is just toss this around. Just like that. Now, guys, you should go ahead and just give it your taste test to make sure that you don't need anything else, right? At this point, your oven should already be on. Your oven should be on 350, and this is going to bake for about 45 minutes, okay? So we are moving on to our next step. Now, guys, you're going to get your baking container, and you are going to pour out your mixture in here. It smells so good. Okay, I just want to smooth that out. Now, once again, I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit more of that paprika on top. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of that parsley on top of it. Now, guys, I'm using dried parsley. But if you want to use your fresh parsley, it's fine. Just make sure you chop it up real small, okay? And that's it right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this in my oven. And it is going to bake for 45 minutes. 45 minutes, 50 minutes. But it should be done around there. So I'll come back and show you the finishing touch of this dish. So there you have it, guys. I'm all done. This thing took about 45 minutes to bake. If it goes 50, you're still fine, but make sure you set your oven at 350. But yeah, it came out really, really nice. It's still pretty hot. I'm hungry and I can't wait to chow down, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take some of this thing out. Oh man, you can see on the top where it's nice and dry. You know, its color is, you know, you don't even know it missing the cheese. But yeah, I have to taste it because this thing is so yummy. Oh my god, this is so good. And the sweet potato, a little bit of cayenne pepper. It's not too spicy, it's just right, but it's so good. Look at that. It's so nice. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, thumbs up. Let me know what you'd like to see me cooking next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it done simmer, a time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.